I think the place you visited should be Gikoba. It's Gikoba, and it has its own significance also, because in the phases of liberation, the first phase was reorganization. There was the attack of Kagitumba in 1990. In that very first week, there were a lot of setbacks, losing of many top commanders, including Great General Fred Gwijema and many others, and many soldiers also, and being defeated by the government forces then, because when the RP attacked on the 1st of October 1990, on the 4th of October, the French were here. They were flown in. Their special forces were flown in from Central African Republic, Bangui, and they came to support Habyarimana's forces. On the 5th of October, Mobutu sent his division, protection division, Division Special. They came also to support the Habyarimana forces. So with the setbacks that we encountered in the initial stages, the RPA was almost defeated, or almost disorganized, totally disorganized, until His Excellency came in the second week and organized the force afresh, and relaunched the force afresh into war, because initially we had been defeated. So his first phase of the war was a mobile warfare. He organized the RPA into a mobile warfare, conducted his war into mobile warfare, moved the force into Virunga Mountains. Then from Virunga Mountains, around mid-1991, he established his headquarters at Gikoba, where you saw. And this time, he fought a positional warfare by holding territory. It was a very small territory, surrounded by government forces, fighting day and night to remove the RPA from there. So His Excellency instructed all commanders and all soldiers to dig trenches, He constructed his own trench, the one you saw. He brought all senior commanders, showed them the trench, and instructed all of them to dig trenches for every soldier, meaning that no soldier this time will run away when the enemy fires, but will stay entrenched into the trench and fire back to the enemy. So that place has its own significance, because the government forces launched multiple offensives to dislodge the RPA from that very place, but failed. One of the operations, a well-known one, was called Opération Ratissage from August 1991 to December 1991. For 3 months, there was fighting day in, day out, without resting. So until they failed to remove the RPA from that very position you saw. Where that trench is, the enemy was just in less a kilometer from there, surrounding the RPA. But the RPA stayed. That's the resilience we talk about when we talk about the resilience of the RPA. And by May 1992, the government forces had given up on attacking the RPA, because whenever they attempted, they lost everything. They lost the war, they lost the people, they lost the equipment. And the RPA gained a lot of experience, gained a lot of equipment. And from there, from Gikoba, in fact, the importance of Gikoba, that very trench you saw, is where the meeting that planned the attack on Byumba and Murindi took place. His Excellency called in all senior commanders, briefed them on how the RPA would leave parts of Gikoba, of that area, to go and attack Byumba. What I remember very well is that most senior commanders were not favorable with that. They were not comfortable with that, because their argument was that, Your Excellency, We have resisted in this small part. We have captured it. If we leave it to go and attack Byumba, we shall lose this very place and we shall also lose Byumba. So we shall be nowhere again. Then His Excellency challenged them. He told them, so did you launch this war to come and stay in this very particular place? Is it what you are fighting for? Is it what you fought for? Did you fight to come and stay here? His second argument was that if you go to attack Byumba, why do you think the enemy will stay here doing Nijikoba? What will the enemy want in Nijikoba when you have attacked Byumba, which is, more important to the enemy than Nijikoba? So, of course, this shows one thing, that at every stage, it's the leader that takes the decisions, but also takes, the lead in everything, that takes on what will happen in the next phase. So he convinced them. He convinced the commanders, even those who had some fear. We moved to attack Byumba in June 1992. Just like His Excellency had said, when the RPA, the bigger force of the RPA left Jikoba to attack Byumba, of course the government forces did not come to Jikoba or to attack Jikoba. Instead, they went to defend Byumba.